Hi, welcome back to the channel. If you've been following along over the last 18 months or so, you'll recognise this beast. It is the massive Capehart 405F, the remote version, so it's a bit of a mammoth. There's been an absolute joy to work on, but also a bit of a nightmare at times as well. We've had some odd sort of problems along the way, one would expect with something so huge and complicated as this. But this is the final video in this Capehart series. There is, I'll caveat that with a little bit. There will be a small video about the remote control that the customer has now found that belongs to this particular radiogram. So we will do a little video on the remote control being restored. But today it's all about the Capehart, and I'm just going to whiz you around the back so you can have a look at the final sort of look of after all the wiring's been done, and then we'll actually just listen to some songs and some tunes and see the actual fabulous Capehart Farnsworth 16E changer in operation, and that really is something to behold. So for the last time, here we are around the back of the Capehart radiogram. As I said before, if you've been following along, you'll have seen all this, the original state that it came in. I'm going to put a light down here so you can see it's all a lot neater now than it was before. All these cables are actually dressed up and sort of out of the way rather than just snaking across all the top of the hot valves that they were originally. You can see the two huge loudspeakers hidden behind the big 16E changer, which is this beast up in here. You can just see the main cam here wheel, which is just bonkers. It's all been re-greased using sort of graphite grease. You can see that that's the bass amplifier that side, and that's the treble amplifier that side. And this is the bass amp on the left hand side. Tag strip down the middle, which has always been there. We have actually added some fusing because obviously none of this was fused before, but it has now been fused. The tuner is all hidden behind there. So unfortunately in the UK we are slowly losing all of our AM stations, unlike our fellow our friends in the States who've got dozens and dozens of stations still available. I'm pretty certain they're going to go eventually, but they've got lots more at the minute. But we're sort of slowly losing stuff. Fairly recently, we've lost Radio 4 on long wave 198, so that's low. So there's nothing on long wave at all here in the UK. But yeah, so the tune is almost superfluous, unfortunately, but it works. It's all fine. It works as it should do. This is where the remote controls plug in. And so eventually we will be doing a remote control repair for this. We have got the remote control the customer's dropped off. We're going to do that. But this is just the remote control. They plug it into here. Got quite a bit of work to do on the remote control because that's all got lots of this lovely crispy crunchy rubber wiring. But anyway, that's a bit for around the back. Looks a lot tighter than it did before. I can go ahead and pop the back panel back on now. But what I'll do, we'll spin it back round, open the front up, and you can have a look at the wonderful Capehart working. Okay, so this is the control panel on the front of the Capehart. Little light bulbs here are a lot brighter on the video than they are in real life. Up the top, we've got the remote control options. As I said, this can be controlled from 4 other locations around the house with the optional remote control. They light up, so you can push them from this end to sort of change them between various bits and bobs. And they click it off and up. This is the games room. This unit was obviously situated in the games room because you push that button and it brings on the big loudspeakers under there. Tuning through. Obviously I can't play much because obviously the copyright will pick that up quite quickly. What I'll do, just quickly pause it and I'll open up the doors and you'll see the fabulous 16E changer doing its stuff. So behind these two beautiful doors is the Capehart 16E changer. Now this unit will hold up to 18 records, I think. Mix size either 12-inch or 10-inch. They have to be standard sizes. It won't play the little 8s and 7s unless you put them on manually. But as an automatic machine, it will play a mixture in any way you want to pop them in there of 12s and 10-inch records. I'll push the phono radio button inside the console, which is just hidden behind here. Give it a push and it should lift this one off and play the other side of it. It turns the records over. That's not going to do it. I need just to trip it, which is a button here to eject that record. And what it'll do, it'll pick that record up. So you want to play the reverse side. Over it goes. Flips up that. Brings it back down. Forgive the sound of these records. These are well played. I've tried to find ones I don't think will get a copyright strike. So anyway, let's hear this one. Turn the volume up a little bit. It's got phenomenal amount of power. It's a really, really powerful gram. And the bass available, it's not that huge, great big loudspeaker in there with the bass. It's never going to do it any justice by listening on a YouTube video. If you ever get the chance to hear one of these fabulous Capehart machines, jump at it. Now what you'll do at the end of this record, it should then replace it with the record that's behind it. It'll pick this record up and pop it on in front of that 12-inch that's there, and then you'll be able to it'll drop the other record from behind, all being well. I haven't been moving these records around, so fingers crossed it'll work. I've been fiddling a bit with it, but fingers crossed it'll do what it's supposed to do. Right, okay, so it finishes that one, rejects that off. Solenoid clicks in to bring up the deck and so the actual changer into operation. The record at the back has dropped into the cradle. That then slips out from the back and drops straight onto the platter, and away she goes. Now, unfortunately, I'm going to turn the volume down because I know that these Humphrey Lyttelton tunes will definitely have copyright on them, so I'll take that one off. You'll notice in here there is a reject button, which if I push that button from here, it'll then reject it, and you'll see it pick that record up again and turn it over, so you listen to the other side. It's a truly amazing bit of kit, it really is, for the time. There's a mid-30s design. It really is a crazy thing. Little blast for this one. I daren't give you any more. I don't want to be picked up on a copyright. Right, click that off. It just leaves you. Obviously, you can finish the record. I'm just going to turn it off there for a minute, and I'll get that packed away in a second. All these doors close up, including this one. On off with this one here, and let's turn that off. And the final part is just to drop the top cover back over, and then it looks like a nice sideboard, or tall boy or something in a bedroom, or as a sideboard in a living room or something like that. It's a beautiful thing. I really am truly grateful to the owner of this. He's been incredibly patient. It's been a labour of love. As I said, we've been up against some real problems, motors burning out, and copious amounts of transformers that have proved problematic. And also just purely mentally for me, it's because it's such a massive project that we had to sort of do a little bit. Obviously, we did a lot of film hire as well, so I had to disappear doing some bits for those and come back and pick it up again. But yeah, today the customer actually came to see it, and that's why I haven't done a video like this before now, because I wanted the first person to see it working, the actual customer who actually owns it now, before I release it on YouTube. But anyway, for now, that's it from the mighty Capehart. It's just a nice little short video. I'll put it back on again so you can see that beautiful dial light up. watch the magic eye come up. And I say, if you're interested, there will be a follow-up video. I have got the remote control, which I will just quickly show you now, but that will be in another video. But the actual main part of the Capehart is now done. The customer was suitably impressed with it, as am I. It's an absolute phenomenal piece of kit. I've never heard anything like it, sound-wise. The bass from this is, I mean, it cuts off quite early, sort of treble-wise. This is long before hi-fi was even a thing. It rolls off quite merrily around about the sort of 11, 12 kcs, I expect. There's not much higher than that. But it's really good quality. The bass is warm. It's just like, wow, like sort of warm honey pouring from the speakers. Even at low volumes, you can imagine sitting at home having an evening with a gin and tonic in one hand and a nice pile of sort of Jazz 78s in the background. Anyway, I'll stop yabbling. Let's get the remote control out, have a quick look at that, and then we'll wrap this video up. So here's the remote for it. You've got the tuning control, volume control, and the radio on-off buttons, and that basically replicates what's on the front of the dial, that main dial under here, which we'll just click off. The on-off button, and these tally up to those bulbs that are under here, the ones that light up, so you know which one's on. It has the ribbon cable, but unfortunately all the innards have gone crispy. So we're in the process of trying to see whether we can do something with that, but this has all gone crispy. But we need some specialist cable to make that look anything. Obviously you can get sort of modern cable, but it'd be nice to have something that looks the part, because it's like a very, very early ribbon cable. Anyway, let's wrap that up on the top there. So anyway, thanks ever so much for watching. Thanks for your patience. I know this has been a long, drawn-out season, a long series of videos. I thoroughly enjoyed it. The customer's over the moon with it. So I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll catch you on the next one.